Welcome to Horncastle Arena in Christchurch for Test 1 of the Constellation Cup. Only a few months ago, it was the Diamonds versus the Silver Ferns in the World Cup final. That game, there was just one in it, and what a surprise. Yet again, there's one today, but this time, yet again, yes, when you're a Silver Fern, it was 53-52. So lucky to have Shani Layden. She jumped when I went down. I went up when she went down. What a match, a classic Kiwi battle.
It was back and forth. We just know how to fight back on either side. And once again, but I just think the Ferns know how to fight back now. They know how to win when it's in those clutch moments. And that's something the Diamonds really need to learn to do.
Well, one of those players, she was outstanding at the World Cup. She did it again, missing just 2 shots in the entire match. MVP, Amelia Ignacio.
She was just phenomenal, and what I love most is her workload. It's the amount of centre pass receives she gets, but she still puts all of her shots up. You know what? The second shot that she missed for the day was one of the most riskiest ones, but she stepped up so well. A little bit quiet in the third quarter, but you know, her workload, how much she's developed as a player, especially over the last year, has been absolutely phenomenal and so hard to stop.
Absolutely, and I think what was great as well, you're seeing again that Falau Ignacio combination just growing. But interestingly, the player that played very well against her and had an awesome game was Jo Weston. You know, if it had been the Diamonds that won that match, she would have had to have been the MVP.
But isn't it catch-22 that both play so well against each other? I think Jo really stepped up as the game went on. When you're a player like Jo Weston, you're so tight, it's a real grind through to the second half, and that's when you start to see the rewards, and she really did. When the Diamonds needed the ball in the dying moments, Jo, like just then, she really was able to get those intercepts back and keep her team in the game. So phenomenal from Jo Weston, and what a matchup it is.
Yeah, good. So we just saw there Ash Brazel. So good to see her back on court. So if we look at the stats from the match, what do you make of it? What stands out for you?
For me, the first thing that I see is really the penalties. Australia, we all know that we play a one-on-one and compared to the zone here in New Zealand. So the 74 penalties, it's still too much. When it's only 1 goal difference, then that can be the difference between winning or losing. Goal percentage, so great both sides. Rebounds, Sarah Cloud's great at those. But yeah, for me, it's definitely the penalties from Australia that they need to improve on in the Auckland Test.
And what I liked about these shooting stats, again, look at that. Amelia Ignacio actually had more shots than her goal shooter. Pretty even down the other end for Bassett and Tibble. And obviously, Thwaites coming on at some point as well. Well, Shani, when there is only 1 point in it, you know, is there big changes that need to be happen? Obviously, only 48 or a little bit over that until they meet again.
Yeah, I don't think there should be too many changes. I thought that they really came into their own. I was a little bit surprised about the change between Thwaites and Bassett in that last quarter. Whether they mix up the shooting combinations because they're all so different is what I'm interested to see.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It was another great debutante today as well. She made history for Australia, 31, her debutante, Laura Sheridan. Well, now there's only a couple of days to go and we're back out here on court. It's Australia versus New Zealand. It's on Wednesday night. It's live on Sky Sport 3 at 7:30. Make sure you don't miss it. If it's anything like today, it's going to be a doozy. But that's all for us today. It's 53-52 to the Silver Ferns.